Hello, I am SLKJDFV from the Unity community, and I'm working on version 2.0 of my advanced inventory system. I'm using 2.0 instead of going on from 1.3 because I am rewriting the whole script from scratch, and I'm using C now instead of Java. So let's get started with what I've added. Really nothing new, really much added to the system itself, other than the way you actually use it. So let's get started, shall we? You'll notice in this scene we have the player model, a little character here, a box, and a chest and a door. Just ignore the door for mine. I'm just going to delete it. Okay. Pretty much, the way the old system worked was you had, when you clicked on the player, you had a huge list of different variables to mess with. In this one, version 2, I am using editor scripts to clean it up and simplify it. So when you create your player prefab, him right here, you basically get this little display here. Standard is basically the player, then there's merchant and storage chest. That's the type of the inventory. Tells the inventory script right here what to do, what menus and functions to run. This is the offset values, which control padding for now until I come up with a padding variable. And this is also padding. This is the space between icons. Lower values bring the inventory icons close together, and a higher value brings them further apart. This is the default skin. This is the graphic user interface skin. Just drag that here, and then that will set the skin for the entire GUI for the inventory system. This little checkbox here makes it so you can or cannot drag the inventory window. This this input area makes it so you can change the icons width and height, whether you want big icons or smaller icons. The tooltip below, I'll show you that right here. Still the same tabs. Windows automatically adjust to the size of your inventory and everything. This right here is your stats window. So when you have items in your inventory and you highlight them, their information displays down here. This is your money, and that's your inventory. These are the tabs. So you have your player stats tab, inventory tab, and your equipment tab. And these are their icons that you simply just set. And this is initial money of what you want your character to start out with. So let's try and change that to 128. The stats window and hit play. You will notice the window resizes, and you have a bigger stats window. But let's say you want a bigger inventory. Well, let's make it 8 by 2. Let's go 8 by 3. Hit play. When we hit the inventory button, voila, 8 by 3. Stats automatically resizes, and his initial money is 0. Notice how the window is not draggable because I have checked this box. But let's say you want to make a merchant. Well, I'll show you how to do it. Show you how simple it is now. I'm just going to remove the merchant component. All you gotta do is go to Component, Inventory System, Add Inventory Controller. Go over here, select Merchant, give him an inventory size, offset, Y offset, X offset, icon spacing like 4. Now currently you cannot go into a merchant's inventory as of yet because I haven't coded that part in yet, but I'm going to do that tonight. This is a new variable here, the item depreciation value. When you sell an item, it's usually you want the value to go down, so you're not selling something for the same price you bought it for. That's what this is for. And you'll see this little array here. This is the player's inventory itself. The merchant's inventory. So if you want him to have, let's say, let's go into prefabs apple. Let's say you want him to have an apple. Well, all you gotta do is just drag the apple here. Now, in the original, you would have to resize. When you resize this didn't automatically resize. You have to resize it manually, and sometimes you forget things, and then you get errors popping up. Well, in version 2, it automatically resizes itself. Now, I don't believe I'm going to give this version away for free. If I do sell it, I won't sell it for more than $15. More features are on the way. I'm still implementing a crafting system. The equipment system, I'm going to do a little bit more with the equipment system, such as displaying a weapon and whatnot. I'll try and fix as many glitches with the crafting system as I can. But this is so far what I have. Also, chest, just select storage chest, and give it its offset settings. Very simple, very easy to use. One thing I did not show you yet is an item. Let's go and do that right now. We're gonna create let's create a cube. What a pretty little cube. Let's move them down to about right here. Here. Now, here's how simple this is. We're just gonna go to component, inventory item, add item controller. Object reference, well, let's create prefab. We're going to call this prefab death apple. Why? Because all I have for inventory icons right now is the apple. So we're not going to delete this. And now we're going to change all the settings. So now let's move death apple over here. And we're going to drag the apple icon over here. It's item's name, which you want to display when you highlight the item. We're going to call it death apple of doom. This is the range you have to, the distance you have to be before you can pick up the item. We're going to make it 2. Let's make it 3. This is the total amount that you get when you pick up. If you set this to 0, he won't pick it up. And nothing will happen, basically. This little checkbox is handy now. What this does is, like, if you have a money, like the money satchel, you basically just like randomize amount on loot, which changes the amount given to a random number. You basically, now this is the minimum, 0. This is the maximum limit of the random number. Basically, change the min value to say 5 or 78. That means he's going to be able to pick up a random amount between 5 and 78. But let's say you want the random amount, the minimum limit between 5 and the maximum amount to be 900. That simple. There you go. Now he's going to pick a random amount of between 135 and 775. Very simple, yes? But we don't want it to be random. Next is item type. Seems how it's food, right? But let's say we want it to be armor. Well, you click armor. You'll notice armor settings now shows up. You can now select different armor types. Same goes for weapon. Different weapon types. Crafting system is blank as of yet. However, money is all set up to maximum stack. This is how many the inventory item itself can hold. I need to remove this because this inventory item money does not appear. We're running out of time. It's almost 10 minutes. I'll display more videos on this system, and I hope you enjoy this little preview of what's going to be coming out here soon, probably in the next week or so. Thank you, and bye-bye.